Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again, spokesman and advocate, basic human rights for all people. I just want to put out a plug, just a plug to the American people. Your president, Donald Trump, exists in that office within the United States of America because America has been divided. It has been divided, well, obviously by race, been divided by gender, been divided by sex, and whatever else you can think of that you could have been divided on. You've been divided. Been divided. Can't agree about nothing. People who, that's for the healthcare example. You got all kind of different things that happen as far as healthcare is concerned. And you got people who will go and try to get financing for little specifics rather than fund healthcare. Division, even within healthcare, even within the social order, even within economics. You talk about the super rich, you talk about the middle class that's fading, you don't even mention the poor. They've already been given away. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not new. You know Donald Trump. You watched Donald Trump being created for years. Those of you who lived a little while, I don't know if they do that much now, but there used to be a time they make movies. And in those movies, they would tell you what was going on. You watch those little movies about all that stuff that was coming out of the pit of hell, all of the demons and the devils and stuff like that, whatever. Even if you were doing exorcists, if you had people who were just serving Satan on earth and wanted to do something. You remember The Stand with, I can't think of that guy's name right now. Check it out sometimes. Now, what am I saying? You see all in your movies, you got this little rich white boy. He's not black. No other race I've ever seen in the movies such as this. But over and over and over generations, decades, little rich boy, protected from everybody, taught all of hate by the way he was treated. Thinks he's everything, that everybody hates him because he's the most special one. Almost make you think about a devil being in heaven, thinking that he was so special. I'm beautiful. Oh, I'm the genius. That kind of makes me think that could have been the same old kind of, those of you who believe in the Bible, that kind of makes me think that's the kind of stuff Satan was just saying in heaven. He's most intelligent, the genius, more genius than God. I can see that. But anyway, getting back to my point, this little rich kid, little rich kids who's going to grow up and take over the world. Look in your movies. Go back and look at movies. I'm not going to think of the name of them right now because I didn't really respect them, but I did see them. And what you will see is what Donald Trump is doing today. A guy, I woke up this morning to a presentation on the television, a guy named Stephen Miller, making statements about the powers of the president unchecked, or whatever he said. You know the story, but it meant basically that president could do whatever he wanted to do. And he's trying to stack everything. All the people that work with him, he wants to stack them to be just like Stephen Miller. Just like Stephen Miller. And all those other ponies. Oh God, forgive me. All those other strange people who come around saying, he's right, he's right. You think Donald Trump really is the devil? Because how can a man be calling Donald Trump a kook one day and the next day saying he's not a kook, and anybody saying he's kook is a kook? What about those people who says he's evil, he's a liar, he's no good, and the next time you see him they're smiling, all in line with him. He's standing up on a platform and they are all praising, oh, Holy Father. Now these are not the words that he said or they said. But this is the expression that people who recognize what was going on saw. You are the greatest. You're the best the United States has ever had. In fact, you're the best that the world has ever had. We've never seen a leader like you. It is you, oh masterful master. It is you. Now, that's the kind of stuff they say Donald Trump loves. And when this guy got through Stephen Miller talking about it, they say Donald Trump did a tweet and told him, that's what I'm talking about, in so many words. Right on. Now you probably going to have people competing. To me, it makes it sound like the way Donald Trump is protecting Russia, that he's made an agreement with Russia. Russia got something on him or gave him something that what he's concerned about and he's willing to do. Work out a deal with Russia so he can strap everything, get everybody so confused and split this nation up so bad and so much that Russia can attack this country. And he'll have generals who will sit down and do exactly what he wants done. And this nation be taken over by Russia. And Trump thinks he'll have a position in Russia's control. Or Russia might leave him in control right here. Now that's something you guys better think about. And ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are hearing me, stop being naive. Somebody jumped up and said Trump will make a good president. I realize you was fed up with the lies and the failures of the Republicans and the Democrats. You've watched them all your life. Those of you who are old enough. You see what they're doing to you and what they're programmed to do for your children. And you didn't know what to do. You had nobody to guide you, to tell you the truth, to lead you in a way that meant something. The church couldn't lead you because the church is what? The church is not for God in America. Now, there might be some preachers. There might be people. But the church as an organization does not represent God. That's all it used to, maybe. But when they said separation between church and state, say it again, separation between church and state, that meant God out of here. God out of here. Love out of here. Respect for people out of here. Concern for everybody out of here. We don't care nothing about that. We care about the individual. And us little group, we special one. And now we got to make sure we can do this, so you come up with an economic system called capitalism and money, so you can do exactly what you have done. Exactly what you have done. And you, the American people, have been so naive that you can go and watch these different people who are fed up stand up as an individual or as a specific group who are disconnecting themselves from everybody else, or hope every other group associates themselves with your product, your concern, while you don't engage yourself with theirs. Division. Division. And so, we find ourselves right here today. And at that, I don't even know the name of the award show, where all the people wearing black women, how they said it like they mad. All the women mad. They know what's been going on. It's been going on their whole life. I guess they are mad. And now, we're going to take it back. It's no more. And see, the impression that they give you from that kind of action is now we got a real war going on. The women finna stand up and fight the men. That is not going to accomplish anything. That's just another step of division. Now, if you're going to, women get mad, and those guys of you who are going to support them being mad because of what's going on, then unify towards something that's legitimate. Don't be trying to divide people. Take all the people in. Everybody that's got a problem should be your power base. Everybody that's complaining should be your power base. That's how you're going to win. And for somebody to stand out there and say, Oprah Winfrey, Oprah, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. Oprah Winfrey has not said one thing about what she cares about you, the American people. She has not said one thing what she would do for you, the American people. She has not explained one thing about her vision or for the American people. She's a billionaire. What did you get out of it? Nothing. Some of you got a car. You're just like somebody waiting to buy a lottery ticket. Who am I going to win? Who I'm going to win? If Oprah get in and she going to give me a car. What about everybody else? What has Oprah done for you as a people, as a nation? You should be thinking about, where is that individual who have committed their lives to protect the poor, to protect the sick, to protect the elderly, to protect health care, to protect jobs, to protect education? Where are those people that's been doing it all their lives, who've been standing up for it, who've been going to jail for it and would refuse to settle down? Where are they? Those are the ones that you should be putting in the White House. Those are the ones you should be giving your power to represent you. Those are the ones, my friends, that you should be giving your power to represent you. Why? Because that's what they've been doing all the time. folks been riding around trying to get their pocketbook filled. Pocketbook filled. Got you thinking the only way you can do something is fill your pocketbook. You want to get your pocketbook filled. Get your pocketbook filled. You don't even have time to think about what's going on. And they just lead you. Oprah Winfrey, she's a billionaire. She's black. She's a woman. Miss Clinton Fair. Oprah Mike, she's smart. She's black. She's got a lot of money. You know they call you stupid. They really do call you stupid. And the rich people, they call you cattle. They call you cattle. And they do the things they do to us. Because they figure we have no darn sense. And we don't, as a people, have any sense at all. And if we're going to get out of this bucket, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to turn to something else other than people. We're going to turn to God. And we're going to ask God to lead us out of this mess. And if God don't lead us out of this mess, we're going to stay in this mess. And I'm going to say you one thing else. If God don't lead us out of this mess, we deserve to be in this mess. Thank you so very much. Oh, let me say something else. I just thought about what I just said. If God don't lead us out of this mess, most of you thinking I'm talking like a fool. How is God going to come down out of heaven and lead us? I didn't mean it like that, ladies and gentlemen. We look at the world and we say it's all messed up. The devil didn't come up out of hell to do that. The devil's position for us, spiritual, I did. And we people who are evil embraced it. And all of the stuff that's going on is going on because of those who are listening to that spirit of evil. And those who are scared and going along with it. Now, if God is going to lead us out, it's because some people are going to allow God to live in them. And they're going to express God through their own bodies. And they will be empowered by people who believe in God, who love God. And I ain't talking about no separate, I'm talking about who love God. As I described it. Or more than that. As you might know. And I'm ready to listen if you know more. So I want to thank you again